Jessica and I traveled to a distant city, and at this city was a large ornate house where apparently we used to live. The We had left some things at that house, and we noticed that the house was for sale, and they were having an estate sale like Monday. And we thought we'd have the weekend to go into the house and retrieve the items that we left there. I didn't want to take any of the other things, but there was stuff that I'd specifically left there, including my multi-drawered medical storage box that it was in there at one of the rooms. So we went into the house, and there were a bunch of people with us, and the people were kind of bastards. They were looking, things got broken, and they were looking to steal things. I'm not even sure who these guys were, guys and girls. But we were going room to room and trying to find the things that belonged to us, and we were stacking them on a set of shelves. And I'm vexing myself at how many trips it's going to be to take the shelves out. We stayed the night somewhere else and woke up the next day, realizing we had to go back to the house, and time is running out. This would be the last chance to get in there. And I was worried that, we were pushing it too far. And all the time when we're there, I'm continuing to worry that people are going to show up and we're going to get in trouble. One of the people who was there is lo and behold, while we're having these discussions, some lady shows up, and she represents the house, and she's not too mad at us because she knows that we have stuff there, but she's also doesn't think we're supposed to be there. And at one point there's a car. It was a red Honda hatchback, and it was parked in one of the rooms, and I agreed to move it outside. And I kind of didn't really look very well when I was moving it. But I backed it up and did a tight U-turn. And I realized two things. One, I hadn't moved it outside. I'd moved it to an adjacent room. And two, I'd almost run over that lady who was there, who was sort of representing the house. She wasn't mad about it, but she was still upset about everything else that was going on. I started to carry some things out to my car. And as I went out there, there was an Iranian woman in her 20s, and she was weeping and angry. She looked angry, mad, crying. And I said, well, was something wrong? Can I help you? And she said, what are you doing in my grandmother's house? And I tried to explain to her that we were getting some stuff that belonged to us, and we weren't going to take anything that wasn't ours. And I'm sorry, I knew it was wrong, but it was just hoping it's something I could get away with. And I thought she'd accepted that. And I went back inside, and I told everyone, I said, yeah, we got to go. They're here now. We just have to leave now. And we were kind of sort of grabbing things. And I looked outside, and a police van pulls up. And I realized, well, we're not going to get any of this stuff. And behind the police van is a trolley, like an airport trolley or an amusement park trolley, where they give you a ride from the parking lot to the front gates. And the trolley was painted blue, and the police insignias on it, and a blue revolving light. It was also being driven by a police officer. And there was one police officer who was futuristic. He had like armor, open-faced armor, and a large sci-fi style gun. And he is, marshaling people around. And he looks at me and says, why did you lie so much? And I said, well, I didn't really lie to anybody. I know we were doing wrong, but I never really told any lies. And another cop's there, and he's pulling on a judge robe, and he says, well, I can see you've got courtroom experience. And I say, I don't really have courtroom experience. And he gives me a non-believing, smug look. And I said, well, I made some videos for lawyers in courts, and he's satisfied that he was right, and I was trying to fool him. And then he moves on to somebody else. And I don't really remember what happened after that.